In the small village of Meherpur, nestled between emerald rice fields and winding dirt roads, lived a girl named Anya. With calloused hands and feet dusty from the paths she walked daily, Anya was not unlike any other child in her village, but she possessed something rare, an unyielding fire in her heart, and a dream too big for the boundaries of her world. Anya was the daughter of a farmer and a seamstress. Her father tilled the land every day from dawn till dusk, and her mother spent nights stitching clothes by the faint light of a kerosene lamp. They had little in terms of wealth, but a wealth of love flowed through their modest home. Education in Meherpur was a privilege, not a right. Many girls dropped out of school after a few years to help at home. But Anya had fallen in love with books, with stories, with learning. At the age of 10, she read her first biography, a tattered copy of Kalpana Chawla's life story left behind by a teacher. She was mesmerized. A girl from India who became an astronaut, who touched the stars. That night, Anya looked up at the sky, her eyes shining brighter than the stars above. I want to be like her, she whispered into the wind. But dreams are heavy for those without wings. Her classmates laughed at her when she spoke of becoming a scientist. You're just a village girl, they said. Girls like us don't become scientists. We get married and raise children. Even some of her relatives told her to stop dreaming. But her parents saw something in her eyes they couldn't ignore. Her father built her a table from scrap wood so she could study, and her mother saved a few rupees each week to buy her books. Anya's school lacked resources, but she had something stronger than the best textbooks: determination. She would rise before the sun to help her mother, attend school during the day, and study by lantern light at night. She walked 5 kilometers each way to the nearest library every weekend to read more about physics and mathematics. Her hunger for knowledge could not be quenched. By the time Anya was 16, she had topped her district in the national board exams. The villagers who once mocked her now spoke of her with pride. Still, there were bigger challenges ahead. She received admission to a prestigious science college in the city. But how could her family afford it? Anya didn't wait for help. She applied for scholarships, wrote essays late into the night, and even offered tutoring to younger students to save money. Eventually, she secured a full scholarship. The day she left for the city, her entire village gathered to send her off. Her mother gave her a thread bracelet for protection, and her father whispered, "Don't look back. The world is waiting for you." City life was overwhelming. Everything moved fast. Her classmates spoke fluent English and had laptops, smartphones, access to mentors, things she had never seen before. For the first few months, Anya struggled. She felt like an imposter, as if she had stumbled into a world not meant for her. There were nights she cried alone, tempted to return home. But every time she faltered, she remembered Kalpana Chawla. She remembered the fields of Meherpur, her father's sweat, her mother's tired hands, and the books that lit her path. Slowly, she adapted. She improved her English, joined study groups, and even started a science club for underprivileged students like herself. 4 years later, Anya graduated top of her class. She was accepted into a research program abroad in aerospace engineering. When she flew on a plane for the first time, she looked out of the window at the clouds and smiled. She had once stared up at the sky from the ground. Now she was in it. Years passed. Anya's research led to innovations in satellite technology. She was invited to speak at conferences, awarded international honors, and even appeared on magazine covers. But she never forgot where she came from. One day, she returned to Meherpur. The children ran to her as she stepped out of the car, wide-eyed and excited. She walked through the same dusty roads, now lined with posters of her achievements. But her mission had only just begun. Anya opened a school for girls in the village, equipped with modern labs, libraries, and computers. She launched a foundation that supported rural students in pursuing science and engineering. At the school's inauguration, she stood before a sea of young girls in bright uniforms. Her voice trembled with emotion as she spoke. "When I was your age," she said, "I was told I couldn't dream big because I was a girl from a village. But dreams don't care where you come from. They care how hard you're willing to chase them." She held up her old thread bracelet, the one her mother had given her years ago. "This reminded me that I carry my roots with me wherever I go. You too can rise. You too can touch the sky, no matter how far it may seem now." Anya's story became a legend not